When I first came to Emory during our visitation for interviews, that was probably the moment that I knew that Emory was the school for me. Immediately felt right at home. There was much more emphasis on a community feel within the program versus a competitive feel.
It was a model for a lot of things in my life. It was a really, really formative time for me being at Emory. I am currently the director of the Office of Intramural Training and Education at NIH.
During my time here at Emory, I really felt that I was fully supported by the faculty and staff along with the older students that were here.
I was an MD PhD student, and so I was looking across the board at all different institutions that valued both the interweaving and intersection of the basic sciences and public health, and institutions that could then also weave that into medicine and medical school training. I became a professor in epidemiology and immunology at the Harvard School of Public Health and pathology at the Harvard Medical School. And that was actually just prior to the pandemic. During the pandemic, I was thrown sort of in the middle, advising governments, advising the White House and senators, and sort of all across the board.
So my research was very interdisciplinary. I was able to collaborate not only with faculty and staff at the Department of Medicine here at Emory University, but I also was able to interact with individuals at the Rollins School of Public Health, also here at Emory.
One of the things that I've most appreciated looking back at Emory is just how immensely collaborative this institution is. The collaborations, not just between departments, but also between schools, and frankly, across the Southeast, was really something that being here was easy to take for granted. And I truly believe that the collaborations that the institution as a whole forges and actually supports is one of the reasons why Emory has continued to just be a powerhouse in its research outputs and the discoveries it's making about the world.
Everything that I learned about collaboration and community and contributing to the broader goals of the scientific enterprise, I was introduced to at Emory and learned about at Emory.
I feel now more like I have many skills and many different approaches and different lenses that I can use to kind of tackle the questions that I have now in my current career.
In my view, Emory set me up to go out into the world to tackle all sorts of problems, not just a problem in a petri dish, but a problem that spans, from populations to the hospital to animal models and research, and also built a network for me to be able to be impactful in the world.
I think what I mostly learned at Emory was there was a way to work very, very hard and to also take care of yourself and the people around you at the same time. I ran a lab for a long time based on what I learned here. I do leadership now in science education based on what I learned here. I think that it influenced me in every way possible.
I would say that for prospective students who are interested in Emory University, it's really important to kind of consider how different programs might be fitting the types of research interests that you may have. And while research interests really maybe drive what you're looking for in a graduate program, I would highly suggest that it's more important to understand not only how the faculty play a big part in the mentorship that you'll receive, but also how the student body is as well. At the end of the day, it's not about what kind of research you're going to be able to do, it's going to be about the type of community and the network that you're going to be able to build during your studies.
Right next to Emory University is the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. And when I say right next door, I mean right across the street. So I was inspired to apply to the microbiology program and pursue bacterial studies and genetics. And that is how I got here today. And I will actually be starting a new position, a postdoctoral fellowship there, studying more bacteria. So I'm very excited for that.